Right, guys, I'm gonna be doing a bit of gaming today on the Steam Deck. I'm actually I'm trying to use this AMD, this Nvidia GeForce thingy. I'm doing some tuning on my laptop. I want to do a bit of game streaming today. Like I said, the issue with the Steam Deck is that you cannot play certain games. I'm not saying all the games don't work. They do work on the Steam Deck, but games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 have an issue on the Steam Deck. I mean, it'll play the game. The game does work, but I think if I stream it from my laptop, the experience will be better. So what I'm saying is the game works on the Steam Deck. It does work. If you want to play it on your Steam Deck, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, it does work. But from my experience, I just think it's better to stream the game. So if you do have the game, you want to play the game on your Steam Deck, it will work. But I do feel like if you have a laptop that is capable of playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, then it might be a better option just to stream the game. So streaming is quite simple. Just ensure that your laptop is actually connected to your Steam Deck. Right now, I'm just gonna start up Windows Mobility Center. So these are the things that I do start up on the laptop. I don't know what's up with the Steam Deck today. It's just acting a bit weird, a bit strange. I had set it up already. I set everything up in the morning. As I wanted to play the games, and then suddenly just acting up, just doing weird things. I don't know. I think it's because, usually when I'm playing on the Steam Deck, I do overclock the Steam Deck. So I do not play the Steam Deck like other people. I mean, most people would not be overclocking the Steam Deck. So how do I overclock Steam Deck? I use this software called AMD Power Control Panel, and what this does, it will allow the Steam Deck to actually use more than the actual voltage that the Steam Deck actually uses. I normally overclock the Steam Deck by 50 watts. I went by increments. So when I first started, I did start with about 20. I went from 15 watts to 20 watts, but that didn't do much for games. And in fact, when I use 15 watts, it actually made games look really good, really bad. So I don't know. They say it uses 15 watts to play games, but when I use the overclocking utility, and I set it to 15 watts because that's what they say on their website, that you shouldn't use more than that. So I was actually using the actual 15 watts, and like I said, the performance was really bad. So after I got really bad performance, I decided no, 15 watts was too low. Games I was playing games like the games I was playing are games like I'm trying to think. Even War Robots. I tried to play War Robots. The experiences I was getting on War Robots was really bad. Like I would be using the 15 watts and I'll be playing War Robots. The experience was so bad. So when I used the 15 watts, I thought, no, let me go to 20 watts. 20 watts was slightly better. I'm sorry if the screen is kind of bright. It's because I'm using these programs. I'm actually moving these programs to my second monitor. So with this monitor, I think it's the Acer monitor that I'm using. On my laptop, I'm actually using a AOC gaming monitor. So on the laptop itself, it does use a slightly better monitor. I did say that maybe if you try to use the Steam Deck OLED to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, that might have been a slightly better option. I did say that before, so it's only because I feel like maybe that could play games much better than the current Steam Deck. The one that I've actually got. And the only reason for that is because I feel like maybe because they're not talking about it, but the Steam Deck OLED actually has a different processor in it. And I think it's called Phoenix. So a lot of people do not talk about the new processor that the Steam Deck OLED has. And a lot of people keep quiet about it. And I don't actually know why they don't mention it. So they do not talk about it. Like, you see all these big, when I say big YouTube people, most of the people that do YouTube, that do this Steam Deck games, they don't talk about the new processor. I don't know, maybe they've been told not to say anything, but it does use a processor called Phoenix. Right, guys, so I actually bought this touch keyboard thingy. I can actually change colors. You see, it goes from different colors. But the one thing I've noticed about this keyboard is that it does go off after a certain period of time, which is kind of annoying, especially at night if you're using this keyboard. And then, because I bought it for my Steam Deck, you see, it's helping me. Touchpad, scroll wheel, it's got the left and right click. It's got some directional buttons. It's got all the FN keys, it's got all the letters. It's got delete, it's got tab, caps, escape, shift, control. It all works with the Steam Deck. And the thing is, it comes with one of those tiny USB 3.0 thingies. I don't know what you call them, the dongles. You stick it into your hub, and then basically this will work. So it's got a battery. At the back of it, it's got a battery, and it's got the dongle inside. You just remove the back plate and take out the dongle, stick it to your hub or your Steam. I don't know what hub you use on your Steam Deck. And then the dongle goes onto the hub, and the battery's in here. So that's the battery right there, and the dongle will be in here. Just remove the dongle. That's the battery. It does come with a cable, which is the micro USB cable, so you can recharge this, and you recharge it from the bottom here. At the moment, I'm getting used to it, but I do like the touchpad. It's quite good. So I want to try to use this in games. So why I got this? Because I don't like using a big keyboard. I don't like using a big keyboard. I don't like using those I don't know what you call them, but I don't like using the big keyboards. So basically, I just wanted something like this that would be good for the Steam Deck, especially if I'm playing games. Sorry guys, I'm really trying to get this thing to focus. I don't know what's up with it. It's like I was using this at one point to play games, and now it's just acting weird. I don't really understand this thing. So I do want to make videos about the Steam Deck. I have a laptop. I showed you guys I've got a gaming laptop, but I do use the gaming laptop to play games. The easiest way I can put this is that the gaming laptop just makes it easier, especially if I want to play games. You understand? So I could put this here, but basically what I'm saying is, I'm using the DualSense controller to play games today. This is the PS5 gamepad. Like I told you guys, you can use DSX or you can use DualShock. DSX from Steam. You can get that for $4, or you can actually download a free version of that, which is the DualSense X. It's Windows DS for Windows. But that is for PlayStation 4. If you want to use the newer version, you need to actually pay for that. You can get the free version, but eventually it'll actually alert you and tell you to pay for the paid version, which is the Pro version, and that will actually take you to Steam. So there's no way around it. So if you want to use the DSX, the emulator for the PlayStation gamepad to work properly on your Steam Deck, you're going to need definitely to buy the Pro version, which is on Steam. That's Steam Store Valve. But it's not bad. I mean, once you buy it, it does get updated. It's actually, I think it's a whole lot better to buy it, because then it's always updated via Steam, Every time you use your Steam Deck, every time there's an update, to just update like the games, and then at least you've got the latest. I just don't, because the thing with the free version is it always has an update. You try to update it, and then if you don't have a good browser, or if your browser keeps failing like mine does, I don't know what happens with Chrome sometimes. It just doesn't take me to the latest version of the DS for Windows. And then you're kind of using the old version, and you still have those problems that you had before, So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes it's actually a good option to have a newer version of the software you're using, especially if the software is being maintained by Valve. So that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you may go for a free version because it's free, but every time there's an update, it's a pain because you need to go into the website, you need to go and find that update. It's not automatic sometimes. Sometimes it will try to update, and then like right now, what happened in the background before I made the video is that as I was trying to update the actual the DS4 Windows, it crashed the entire Steam Deck. It just crashed. It just froze the Steam Deck. It was froze. Steam Deck wasn't even working. Nothing's happening with the Steam Deck, and I'm just like, I'm just thinking like, what's going on with this thing? So I was a bit baffled. I was like, what's happening? Because from the minute I was trying to update the actual software, it crashed the entire Steam Deck. The whole Steam Deck just crashed. So I had to restart the Steam Deck by forcing it to reboot from pressing this button, because you can, once it's frozen, it's very hard, to, the file explorer, everything was frozen. That's why I'm saying that it's better to use a paid version than the free version, because the paid version will always update through Steam, which won't affect the Steam Deck. Today I'll be playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 directly. Well, I can't say directly on Steam Deck because obviously I'm not using the Steam Deck to play the game. Like I said, if you want to play the game properly, my suggestion is just stream the game from a laptop or a PC. I've seen some people using GeForce Now, because you can actually get the game on GeForce Now. I think you pay a membership fee like you do on Game Pass, and then obviously you play the game on your Steam Deck, and you don't need they said you don't need Windows. So I don't know what browser they're using on Steam, but you can actually play the game on the Steam Deck without the need for Windows. But I don't know what browser they're using. But I know it's GeForce Now. All you need to do is pay a membership form. And after you pay your membership form, like you would do on Game Pass or whatever other platforms you guys use, or Battle.net or whatever, then you can actually play the game. Right, so I'm just, like I said, I'm using GeForce Now at the moment, GeForce Experience on my laptop to stream the laptop, and after that I should be able to play the games. I really don't know what's going on with my tripod. It's like it doesn't want me to make videos or something. I don't really know. I'm really trying my level best to kind of understand why this is happening. It's like the tripod will stay for a few seconds and then moves. I mean, I am gonna buy a new tripod. Eventually I'll get a new one, but I just don't understand why this is happening. Like why it's doing this. But I mean, it's old now. I've had it for quite a while, the tripod. Right, so guys, I'm checking on my laptop. I just want to make sure that it's actually doing what I wanted to do. Like I said, I'm tuning it because I'm using GeForce Experience, and that's for the actual what do you call this thing? It's like overclocking the graphics card, but it's not really overclocking. It's just boosting the graphics card. So I keep checking on it to make sure that it's actually doing that. But like it's what it does is, like when GeForce Experience is tuning the graphics card, you can't actually use the laptop because it freezes like everything. It takes control of the screen. Like right now it says scanning, enable automatic tuning, which I've done. It says tuning type automatic, and then it says performance tuning, and then it says performance overlay alt plus R, and it says FPS. At the moment it's reaching 2070 megahertz, and memory clock is 8001 megahertz. So it's scanning. It's saying it's reached 92%. So I have to wait for this to finish. And once it's done, what it will do is it will leave it at that measurement of the scan. And then once that scan is done, I should be able to then use the laptop with the configuration that it leaves, because I like I said, I'm using GeForce Now, GeForce Experience. I don't know why I keep mixing the two. So it's GeForce Experience that I'm using. I'm using that to tune it's got the RTX 3080 Ti, 16 gigs of VRAM graphics card in it. But at the same time, like I said before, I was a bit disappointed because I thought that the 16 gigs of VRAM is supposed to make the games play better. But I don't know. It's like every time, every generation they release these gaming laptops, as soon as they release the next graphics card, the current graphic card, I don't know what happens to it, but it kind of falls down. You know, it's like in performance. Okay, I'll give you an example. My laptop has 240 hertz OLED gaming monitor. It should be playing 4K games, or what are they called, the 5K games. I don't know, those 2K, the 1440p games, it should be able to play them. Yes. So I thought, let me minimize the screen, and then obviously I can just play the games that I want. So I minimized it to 1368. I think it was once at 1280 by 720. After a few updates on Windows 11, obviously I couldn't do that anymore, so it's gone up to 1368 by no 1366 or 1368 by 738. So why am I using that low display ratio? Because I want to get as much FPS as possible in the games, which I currently am not getting. So I don't really understand, like, what is the laptop? I mean, what am I supposed to do with this kind of laptop? Am I supposed to play games at the for full? Because the screen on this laptop, I think it's a 4K screen. Am I supposed to play games at 4K, the full 240 hertz, and then will that give me the same results in the games that I'm playing? You see, you understand what I mean? Anyway, the laptop's taking a while to do the tuning thing. So, like I said, and anyway, once it starts, I will still have to, I'll still have to start up some programs. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna play War Robots, like I said. Oh yeah, I haven't overclocked the Steam Deck yet. So I've been trying to explain to you guys what I was doing. If you're going to be playing War Robots on your DualSense controller on your Steam Deck, please use the Xbox or the DualShock or DualSense configuration. That's the mapping, because if you don't, it's gonna mess up your game. I mean, it's gonna look weird when you're playing the game. It's gonna be like, why can't I control my games? Like I said, if you guys want to get this mini, it's called a Re. It's sold a lot on eBay and on Amazon. It's really good. I think you should get one for your Steam Deck.